beloved, we are gathered here today in this beautiful setting. A little damp, but beautiful. And we have blue skies coming. We are here to witness the union of Travis and Kaycie in holy matrimony. This is a great day of celebration and reverence on which we come together before God to recognize the sacred love and dedication shared between these two people. It is wonderful to have family and friends to join us today, and umbrellas. The bride and groom thank all their guests for being here today. They would like you to know that each of you were invited here on this day because you have played an integral part of their lives. Now the family blessing. Who gives this bride today?
We do, her mother and her father.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Mike. You may be seated. In the time that Travis and Kaycie have spent together, they've built the sturdy foundation for a lifelong relationship. And after a great deal of thoughtful consideration, they have decided to bind themselves to one another for the rest of their lives. May you all remember and cherish this sacred ceremony. For on this day, with love, we will all forever unite Travis and Kaycie together. Speak now. If there is anyone in attendance who has cause to believe that this couple should not be married, you may speak now or forever hold your peace. Guido, you take your boys and go. Nobody's going to say anything. Thank you. Now we ask Braden Crow to share a favorite Bible verse.
1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 through 8.
Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered,
It keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, they will pass away.
Thank you, Braden. That was as beautiful as that blue sky above you. Now I would like to ask the children to come up and participate in the family unity ceremony. Now, my sermon.
Ready?
Marriage is a sacred ceremony. Today, we observe the union of these two people with the respect the occasion warrants. What we honor with reverence, however, we also celebrate with great joy. And I'm sure we'll see that later on the dance floor. For married life, which is a shared life, is a tremendous blessing. Now, as Travis and Kaycie embark on this journey together, they will be able to nurture a love that makes each of them better versions of themselves. Marriage is indeed the perfect garden from which to sow and harvest personal growth. Travis and Kaycie learn to work together, to laugh together, and to love together. Don't get caught up in worldly things that will draw you apart. Instead, focus on your shared devotion and turn inward. The love you share is your most valuable treasure. And if I may, after 37 years of marriage, a piece of advice. To keep your marriage brimming with love in the loving cup. Whenever you are wrong, admit it. Whenever you are right, just shut up. Under the eyes of God, I solemnly devote these matrimonial proceedings and the sacred covenant you shall both enter into this day. Marriage is an ancient rite, and as you enter into this union, you are choosing to take part in a historical human establishment. You are pledging your commitment before the witnesses here today to enter that tradition with honor. Earlier today, Travis and Kaycie chose to share their wedding vows to each other in a private setting before the wedding ceremony. Travis, Kaycie, the sacred vows that you shared earlier today presented you the opportunity to express your love to each other in your own words. And to that, may the Lord strengthen your consent and fill you both with his blessings. What God has joined, men must not divide. Amen. All right, Travis, Kaycie, please face one another, join hands, which you've already done. And I got to tell you, one of these is red hot and one's ice cold, and I don't know which is which. Now, under the eyes of God, Travis, do you take Kaycie to be your lawfully wedded wife? By making this commitment, you are joining the sacred covenant of marriage. Excuse me. Do you promise to honor her in love, to be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, and put your complete trust in her so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Kaycie, under the eyes of God, do you take Travis to be your lawfully wedded husband? By making this commitment, you are joining the sacred covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor him in love, to be sensitive to his needs, to comfort him in difficulty, and put your complete trust in him so long as you both shall live?
I do.
When Travis and Kaycie asked me to officiate their wedding, I was, of course, very honored. I almost teared up right there. But to do this, I felt I should dwell deeper into their relationship and how it evolved. And so a few months back, I ran some questions by each of them. And the first one I asked was, well, how did you meet? And they said they met at the University of Phoenix, where they both worked at the time. And I asked, what drew you together? I said, Travis, what drew you together? He said, she liked a man in a power position. Wow. I said, Kaycie, what drew you together? She said, he was smarter than he looked. I asked Kaycie what she liked most about Travis. She said, his quirkiness. And she said, oh wait, he's also loyal. He is so loyal. He's loyal to his friends, his sports teams, but especially his family. And I asked Travis, what do you like most about Kaycie? And he said, she loves me for me. Now that's not quirky, that's sweet. That's awesome. I wanted to know what the proposal was like. Well, Travis and Kaycie, along with Ashton and Wade Richards and Adam and Brittany Wood, who are all in the wedding party tonight, they went to Cancun, Mexico for a week-long a week-long getaway, I'm sorry. Travis had decided to propose to Kaycie in front of everyone on the beach during sunset. Perfect romantic night. He had his speech planned. He rehearsed in front of the hotel mirror. He was so confident. He was going to knock it out of the park until he got down to one knee on the beach, hugging up his ring, looking up at Kaycie, and nervousness took over completely, and he froze up like a clam. In fact, the Mexican fishermen would have, if they were netting the beach that night, would have picked him up. But luckily, Travis got his mind right. He regrouped, made it through the proposal, and Kaycie said yes. And as the group turned away back to their hotel room, what they thought were the sounds of the gentle waves lapping the shore was really Big Adam Wood over there crying his eyes out because he was so moved to tears by the proposal. Now that's a true friend. And the last question I asked was, what's the best adventure you've ever had together? And they both answered the same. They said, raising the children. Now, you kids don't realize it now, but that's the perfect answer. It's time to celebrate this union, and we will now exchange rings. The circle formed by a ring is endless. It goes and never ends, but it also, which symbolizes your eternal love to one another. Let these rings remind always of that love and of the promise you have made here on this day. Nate, you have a ring to give to Travis, to give to Kaycie. And as you place that finger on a short little announcement here, as you repeat after me, I, Travis, give you Kaycie.
I, Travis, give you Kaycie.
This ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
This ring is a symbol of my love and commitment.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
You have another ring? Perfect. I, Kaycie, give you Travis.
Give you Travis.
This ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
This ring as a symbol of my love and commitment.
With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
Now, by the power vested in me, by the Universal Life Church and by the state of Arizona, I pronounce you, Travis and Kaycie, as husband and wife, lawfully wedded before God. Don't move. Now, Travis, you may now kiss Kaycie, forever sealing your union. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Luca.